Fang is still doubting himself. But he got over it very quickly. Explained that he is because he has no money. No funeral. Although this reason is very far-fetched. But it doesn't matter. After all, as long as he doesn't know the existence of mobile phones, can't do anything to me. But Huang Taoming soon realized that something was wrong. If he is attacked by the Federation, the Emperor Gang will be leaderless. At that time, the cadres will definitely detect something unusual. If so, you will be reduced to a useless existence, and I lost my usefulness. I will definitely be ruthlessly abandoned by that witch. So I have to maintain my own safety. If you look at it from this point of view, I have to be glad this guy is planning these things without telling everyone. Now, just have to destroy his skeptical look. You'll be fine. But Lu Shankai did it for some reason. Gotta go home early. But before he left, still stopped Huang Kaoman. I want to add a contact information with the other party. It's convenient to talk later. Until he left, Huang Kaoman just made a summary. I can't help but wonder if I chose to participate. Show your face in front of the chief. Is it really correct? After all, it would lead him to the dragon. I am the only one who cares about me among the many students in Japan. But also thanks to this meeting. That's how I got to know the chief of staff. The next point is how he will act. And the other side at this time, Lu Shankai is also recalling everything that happened today. If Huang Kaoman is really a gang leader imposter, then he doesn't have to confess that he is Emperor Huang Wu's younger brother, and what he said had a second meaning. That is, if you don't hit him indiscriminately, then you really are ignorant. Just thinking about this, Lu Shankai couldn't help laughing. This gave the driver in front a big fright. I saw him smile madly. That's really interesting. Obviously, it's just a domestic animal. In that case, then I'll be educated and have a few tricks with you. Woman wants to use beauty on a straight man of steel to drive a wedge between him and his brother. But he didn't know. Instead, he called in his friends to help. Little do I know that yellow grass, rice, and women are a gang. Because it's very difficult for him to get rid of the chief of staff. If you use the Emperor Gang, make the other party suspicious. But if Kim Lechen attacks the chief of staff, what will happen? Just when he was hesitant to adopt this plan, Ma Heli called. Said that he had made an appointment to meet with Jin Lechen. It was just now. He ran into each other on the street. So I took the initiative to add a contact information. I want to make an appointment with Jin Lechen to meet. And the reason why he did it, it's because Huang Kaoman once mentioned it to him. Even if you can't encourage it, Jin Lechen killed the chief of staff. You can also obtain various intelligence from the other party. But on the other side, Jin Lechen's face was red. After all, it was the first time in his life being approached by a girl. I can't help but wonder if this is a conspiracy. But the hands are, like, out of control. I clicked on his avatar. Looking at each other's selfies, Jin Lechen fell into self-doubt. Could it be that his appearance is in Daejeon? Very popular, but when he thought of his brother still lying in the hospital bed, he threw the phone away. The purpose of coming to Daejeon, it's to avenge Emperor Huang Wu for the brothers. But now, it's because of a woman. It's too useless. But he didn't hold on to this idea for half a second. I explained it in my heart. This is the ordeal that threatens my path to justice. Must be hardship. So you must not back down. And that's where the beginning happened. Zinlikan pulled the yellow grass rice and came together. But he couldn't help complaining in his heart. How can there be a fool? Take your friends on a date with a woman. From this perspective, Zinlikan should only be good at fighting. Just a canayo in this regard. However, in his mouth, he still praised the other party for being amazing. Someone asked for a number. People like me can't even think about it. As soon as the sentence comes out, Jin Lechen couldn't help but get close to Huang Kaoman's ear. Because he also feels a little suspicious. Suddenly asked me for contact information. He said he was going on a date or something. Could it be a new type of fraud? So you'll help me observe it later. Let's see if he really likes me. When I heard this, Huang Kaoman was frightened and swallowed a mouthful of saliva. I didn't expect Jin Lechen to be on this issue. So sharp. But the two just finished discussing. Ma Heli arrived at the agreed location. When Huang Kayaman saw his appearance, I can't help but be stunned for a while. Is this the true model of Ma Heli? On the side, Jin Lechen was very excited. Accidentally, his legs went soft and he sat on the ground. And Ma Heli, on the surface, it looks like it's asking Jin Lechen, who is this friend? Secretly communicate with Huang Kayaman. What's the matter with you? Why did you choose to intervene in this matter? But Yellow Grass Rice is also very helpless. Tell him not to worry. I'll find the right time to leave later. There is only one pure Jin Lechen in the audience, introducing their friends to each other. After he is introduced, the two of them started dating today. Huang Kayaman is secretly observing from behind. I found that although Jin Lechen likes Ma Heli very much, but still didn't let down his vigilance. That is to say, your focus today is to find something that allows me to say to Jin Lechen, go out and Heli likes his bases. In other words, you have to find the advantages of Jin Lechen. So they went to the cinema. After all, it shows the charm of a man. Gotta use that trick. But the horror movie in front of you, it didn't make Ma Heli feel a trace of fear. Instead, it's boring. But he still chose to put on a look of fear. I want Jin Lechen to protect myself. But he fainted in fear. No matter how Yellow Grass Rice shouts, he just didn't wake up. And then, several people went to the photo studio, ready to take a headshot. Unexpectedly, Jin Lechen and camera phobia. I was so scared that I was sweating. Even when eating. He can't eat spicy food at all. Otherwise, it will go into shock on the spot. So several people were forced to. So I had to come to TAB to sing. But Jin Lechen doesn't know what disease he has. Came to the toilet to vomit. And Ma Heli's performance, it aroused his suspicions. After all today, there is absolutely no place to make the other party happy. But he didn't want to go home. Instead of smiling at me, there must be another motive. This makes Huang Kayaman can't help but complain. How is he useless except for fighting? Go on like this. Not only could he not accept Ma Heli's kindness to him, it deepens suspicion. But at this point, he remembered the only good thing about Jin Lechen. That's a fight. So he went to the private room next door. Deliberately provoke the gangsters here. Tell them to come to private room 6 if they don't agree. Then close the door and leave. But Jin Lechen has a stomachache. Want to go home early. And just then, the door was pushed open. Which bastard came to my private room to provoke just now? Just when Huang Kayaman thought Jin Lechen. When you can finally show your best skills. The next second he couldn't laugh. Because the person who came was actually the captain of the second team of the Emperor Gang. He came to Ma Heli with a fierce face. Ask him why he is with two men. Stay here. Could it be cheating? The two were scared into cold sweat. I didn't expect Guo Jijiang to appear here. Looks like it's going to be over this time. Coming. Jin Lechen is about to usher in the first battle of Daejeon. But he is the captain of the second team of the Emperor Gang. Guo Jijiang. It was just now. Yellow Grass Rice. In order to give full play to the advantages of Jin Lechen's fight, I specially came to the private room next door, messing with the punks here. If you make him dissatisfied, come to room 6. The angry two were ready to settle accounts. As a result, he bumped into Guo, who had just come back from using the toilet. After some inquiries, we found out. During the time I was away, someone suddenly rushed in and provoked us. Guo Jijiang was furious when he heard the sentence. I came to private room 6 alone. Because the Emperor Gang has rules. People without jackets are not allowed to fight. Unexpectedly met Ma Heli, the girlfriend of the gang leader. And he was sitting with two men. So Guo Jijiang questioned him. You can't be cheating, can you? Jin Lechen noticed the dragon pattern on the other party's body. The jacket immediately blocked in front of the two. Because he thinks Ma Heli, it's impossible to have it with the Emperor Gang. It's just the delusion of the guy in front of you. Guo Jijiang laughed angrily at this sentence. But for various reasons, I can't explain it myself. You can only question Ma Heli. Unexpectedly, Jin Lechen actually took the lead in moving his hand. He also warned the other party not to yell at him. This scene made Huang Taoman's mouth open in shock. I don't know what to say. Guo Jijiang, who was punched. Because I didn't understand the situation, I wasn't going to fight back. As a result, Jin Lechen also ridiculed. Not only is he trash, he also said that the gang leader is also garbage. Guo Jijiang couldn't bear it anymore. You don't want to live, do you? Then he rushed towards Jin Lechen. But this punch was blocked by the opponent with both hands. Huang Kaoman saw this scene. I want to persuade Ma Heli. Get out of here with yourself first. But the other party wanted to take this opportunity. Test Jin Lechen's combat effectiveness. Let's see if he can. How many seconds did Jijiang's hands last? And so it was. The two have played less than 3 rounds. Jin Lechen began to fall into the disadvantage. Got kicked by the opponent. When I saw that Guo Jijiang was about to attack again, Jin Lechen actually played a little clever. Quickly take off your coat and throw it at him. Then he took the opportunity to punch him again. How about not forgetting to taunt after the fight? And Guo Jijiang didn't care about it at all. Instead, praise each other for being cute. In this way, the two fought for several rounds. Except for the 2 punches from the sneak attack. He never hit the opponent again. Beaten the whole time. And he started to question his life. What the hell is going on with this kid? Completely different from what it looks like on the surface. It's actually quite spicy. He and those guys from Ruji. Not on the same level at all. Is it really the Emperor gang? You can only hit with both hands at a time. No chance of retaliation. Ma Heli, who was on the side, couldn't help but complain. Did I expect too much? Why do I always feel like his performance was a bit too poor? It is also up to him to deal with the captain level people. It's really too reluctant. Huang Kaoman's mood was completely different from his. I silently encouraged Jin Lechen in my heart. Although he is in the situation of using the Emperor gang. But now I somehow want to cheer for you. You must not be banned. District Huangwu Emperor's men were defeated. And at this time, Jin Lechen was also very afraid. Inwardly, you're going crazy. I won't lose. Result next second, Guo Jijiang's fist hit him in the face. Unexpectedly, Jin Lechen did not pass out because of this. Instead, he picked up a table. Hit the opponent hard. The situation was turned upside down in an instant. Huang Kaoman on the side was very excited. I didn't expect him to actually win, Guo Jijiang. So he went up and kissed his ass. But Jin Lechen scratched his head awkwardly. After all, he also knew I won with a weapon. And Ma Heli's face was still cold. Because he was a man who became captain very early on. In the Emperor gang, he was known as the general of the Ghost Wave. How could Jin Lechen win him alone? In the next second, Guo Jijiang stood up again. You are so insidious. You deliberately gave up your defense just now. Let me attack your face. And then you're going to secretly throw it on the table, right? If you want to beat me by this means, then you're just daydreaming. Come on, let's move on. You have to have a great time playing with me today. Jin Lechen at the moment, I can accurately feel the momentum. He has confirmed it. Guo Jijiang is definitely a lunatic. I can't win him. A man comes to a strange city for revenge. But he found, I can't even beat one of the other party's subordinates. Despite all the dastardly means used in the battle. But still unable to defeat the captain of the second team of the Emperor gang, Guo Jijiang, even scared by his momentum. If it wasn't for Huang Kaoman impersonating the gang leader in time, publish a message. Let the younger brother call Guo Jijiang away. The defeat of King Lechun is absolutely unavoidable. And before he left, he looked at the horse. Together, let him explain to the gang leader himself. Why did you help the emperor? Hostile people together. Then he turned and left. But Jin Lechen stopped the other party. Let him at least leave a name before leaving. This behavior aroused the dissatisfaction of the 2 younger brothers. And Guo Jijiang didn't mind. And he got his name. Except for accidents like today. Guy like you, you won't get a chance to meet me alone. So you don't have to remember my name. After a few people leave, Jin Lechen's mood is still unable to calm down for a long time. However, Ma Heli asked him where to play next. This can't help but make Jin Lechen slightly stunned. Even Huang Keiming was puzzled. So the two began to discuss in a low voice. After all, as long as you are a normal person, encounter this kind of thing, should want to go home immediately. After seeing that, Jin Lechen was obviously unhappy. Ma Heli didn't hold back too much either. Just handed over some trauma medicine. Let him at least take this. Jin Lechen scratched his head awkwardly at this scene. I don't know what to say. You don't have to thank me. Instead, I should thank you. After all, you have been protecting the side just now. I fight. Am I right? At this moment, Huang Keiming was fully enlightened. It turned out that Jin Lechen was dealing with it under unfavorable conditions. Guo Jijiang. And Ma Heli took advantage of that. But Jin Lechen was blushed by these words. I didn't expect the other party to see this. Little do they know that Ma Heli has done all this. It's all just to seduce Jin Lechen. So he did everything he could. I want to keep the other party and play for a while. Huang Keiming also had to admire Ma Heli. Really an expert at seducing people. Jin Lechen, now. It should have fallen completely. As a result, things went far beyond his expectations. Jin Lechen not only did not fall, and firmly rejected the offer. After he said sorry, he left without looking back. But my hands are still shaking. Because he also wants to be with everyone. But no matter what, Jin Lechen, I feel that I can't play leisurely like this anymore. Although it was really under unfavorable conditions just now. But even so, he wouldn't allow himself to be crushed like this. Gold. Lachan's eyes became extremely firm at this moment. No more regret. Since I'm the frog in the well, then I have to adapt to the new environment. Strive to raise your level. Huang Keiming still couldn't believe it until now. Kim Lechen actually gave up the opportunity to continue dating. Ma Heli snorted coldly. That's why I say guys who fight hard. No way. Huang Keiming, who heard this, couldn't help but tease. But he's obviously stubborn. Express that he did not mean hope to succeed in one day. But then again, I still invite you today. Nothing, I haven't been this happy in a long time. If nothing happens, I'll be going back then. These words can't help but make Huang Kaomi slightly stunned. Doubt. Have you never really understood Mahi? Liko hasn't had much time to think yet. I got a text message. When Huang Keiming took out his mobile phone to check, it turned out that the person who came was the chief of staff. He asked if he could spare a moment. I have something I want to talk to you about. I didn't expect him to want to meet me alone. What is the conspiracy behind this? And he didn't ask me when I had time. Instead, can you make time? What an arrogant guy. A dispute arose after meeting with him. Would it be better if I refused? It can increase with risk. The probability of being able to acquire his weakness will also increase synchronously. When Huang Keiming was thinking about countermeasures. But I heard the sound of slaps from the next street. So he couldn't help but wonder. Want to see what's going on. It turns out that the person who was taught a lesson, it was Ma Heli who had just parted with him. I didn't expect the arrogant and domineering witch on weekdays would have ended up like this. The scene in front of him can't help but make Huang Keiming stunned for a moment, and through the dialogue between them, you can also know what happened. Several people are because of Ma Heli. My brother became a vegetable. Dare to use your hands and feet like this. Warn each other before leaving. Next time, remember not to wear clothes so eye-catching. Huang Keiming looked at the backs of several people leaving. He wanted the emperor to teach them a lesson. But it was stopped by the sudden arrival of Ma Heli. By the way, let the other party take him home. Although Huang Keiming was very puzzled, but still chose to agree. And this time, the result surprised him. He originally thought that Ma Heli should be the daughter, miss, or something. I didn't expect it to be similar to myself. It's even worse. Ma Heli seemed to have seen Huang Keiming's thoughts. Answer. I have to bear my brother's medical expenses. That's why I moved here. This can't help but make Huang Keiming feel guilty. After all, it's all his brother's fault. So he asked the other party. Who are the girls who bullied you just now? And Ma Heli is not at all affected by this. Told him what had happened. At that time, they were popular in the group. Bao Mai also fell in love with a brother. I want to confess to each other. But unexpectedly, the boy took the initiative to find him. But things didn't go as he expected. The boy came this time for a horse. Healy's contact information. Hongbo Mai is out of jealousy. Claims that he is not familiar with him. After seeing my plan go to waste, the boy also turned around and left. Since then, Ma Heli became the object of their hatred. Often spoof each other. At first, Malcolm didn't care. But things are gradually going beyond the bottom line. They actually spread rumors publicly. Also sent the message to others. When Malcolm got the news, he slapped the other party in anger. The classroom went quiet. The eyes of the whole class are looking this way. Ma Heli, at this time, I can't help but shed tears from the corners of my eyes. But he still asked the other party that you slandered me, right? And Hongbo Mai did not refute this either. What's the matter? Don't you like to seduce people? I'm just promoting myself for you, so that you can better find a rich boy. After listening to these words, Ma Heli broke the defense instantly. I want to give the other person another slap, but the hand he raised, but was firmly grasped by her boyfriend, dragged Mary away abruptly. I want to teach her a lesson. It just arrived at the door of the classroom. One foot sent the man flying. It was Mary's brother who came. He came and stunned the audience. Come to Hongbo Mai. Taught him a lesson. He hasn't dared to provoke me since then. Until I learned that my brother had become a vegetable. Just changed back to the way it used to be. After listening to this story, Huang Kaming couldn't bear it anymore, when even took out the phone. And he stopped him. Tell him never to do that. After all, even if I am bullied, I don't want to ask my brother to help. What's more, with the help of the power of the Emperor Gang. So you'd better forget everything you saw today. It's my own business. You just have to figure out a way to catch the chief of staff. But even so, Yellow Grass Rice still has no choice to give up. Instead, I'm going to give Hongbo Mai a taste. What is true bullying? The next morning, Guo Jijiang appeared at the gate of their school. Want to know about Red by asking others. Bao Mei's whereabouts. Coming. Guo Jijiang is about to fall in love. Just now, Yellow Grass Rice in revenge for the red hair beauty, Shang Maheli, asked for all the information about Guo Jijiang. Among them are the types he likes. And Hongbo Mai happened to be the one he liked. So Huang Kayaman let Jin Zishan gave him the wrong message. Claims that the girl in the photo likes him. Guo Jijiang, who learned of this, immediately came to Baiyan Women's High School. I want the girl on the side to send a message to Hongbo Mai. Said someone was waiting for him at the school gate. On the other side, Hongbao Mei is bullying a girl. Just because he didn't buy coffee. I poured the whole bottle of milk on him. He also brought a mop to wash the other party's face. Until the bullying is over. Only a few people left the women's toilet. On the way back to the classroom, Li Zhao also asked Hongbo Mai. How are you getting along with brother Yuan Zhong recently? Did you take the opponent? If it weren't for the fact that the kid was a bit handsome, I'm too lazy to seduce him. I've been pretending to be a lady these days. I'm exhausted, but there should be a response soon. Just as the three of them were discussing. But a girl came over. It means that there is a brother looking for you at the school gate. Hongbo Mai heard the words. He revealed a complacent expression, showing off his achievements to his two sisters. As a result, when he arrived at the school gate, the whole person can't help but be stunned for a moment, because the person who came was not his brother Yuanzong, but a fierce-looking man. He can't help but step back subconsciously, holding on to the courage to ask who the other party is. Unexpectedly, Guo Jijiang came directly up. Wang fried. Don't you like me? Hongbo Mai suddenly broke into a cold sweat. You seem to have misunderstood. The two girlfriends who peeked at the side were also frightened. I didn't expect Hongbo Mai to know such a person. After seeing the reactions of the two, the red envelope, Beauty knows this, it will definitely misunderstand them. So he directly stopped the other party. Tell him not to go on. Even delusional. How could I possibly like a bad guy like you? Get out of here.